Hey, welcome back to Big Board. You know, I was going to try and do a funny, well, probably not funny to the Russian people, but do an amusing Soviet accent and a Russian accent and give my 12th of October report with that accent, but I'm not going to do that because there's not a whole lot to say. The Russians are depressed. They received only 10 supply this turn, and it's all basically sitting here waiting to be used. We noodled, we muddled, we thought, we assessed, we looked, we shuffled, and we really didn't attack anything because I think I want to wait till next turn when I have 20 supply or plus so that I can attack multiple hexes at the same time. Now, of course, knowing my luck as the Russians, of course that will be when mud hits. I tell you what, man, I could not have mismanaged the beginning of this campaign any worse. I don't think. So, Western Front, massive shuffling, and in fact, we're going to take these DGs off because they're done for the turn. And now I've got to put that. So this is the exciting part. You get to watch me fuss with pieces, and you'll notice that I haven't been doing the live stream or recording the gameplay because there has been a lot going on. It's not very interesting to watch, and it's barely interesting enough for me to turn the camera on and talk about it. So really nothing happened. We shuffle things around. We're getting ready to move bits and pieces. This will make it now the complete second turn of the Western Front activation. We're going to activate another front in the next turn or two, but I don't think it's going to be the Baltic Front, which is up here. I think I'm going to come back down here and I'm going to activate all in this area here. I've been moving units pretty aggressively in the second Belarus. You know, there's a gap there still, and I want to try and exploit that, but you know, I just I don't have the confidence in the units that are there to really deliver any value. I probably should have moved this reserve unit. I was going to try and bash through here, but this has gotten tough, and I'm thinking I just want to go around it and isolate it, and maybe force them to try and pull back. But so actually, you know what I might do? I might give myself a mulligan, and I might release these guys from reserve and move them if I can. Oh, there's a river here, so they're not going to get very far. So the hell with it. Maybe I'll rail everybody up to here, and then push them in this way, and maybe we can try and support that effort there. What I need is a multi-unit formation here, or at least two. I've got one over here, one here, and then a bunch of naughty nonsense that is not really helping. This is also kind of interesting with second Belarus. This part of second Belarus, this thin line is indeed pretty thin. I can only spend, because it's deactivated, I can only spend 2 SP on combat, and that includes artillery, I believe. So this is also a tricky little area. But there's an interesting little nuance to the rules, is that if I do manage to get some sort of breakout in this area here, in this deactivated or regrouping front, then counterattacks by the Germans are going to be penalized because of the way the rules are written, which makes it kind of interesting. They get the defenders, the regroupers, get basically free counter artillery barges when there's an attack about to happen, and there's negative effects on the combat, and I can't remember what it is. I'll have to look it up now, but I just thought of it just now, that if I'm attacking here and if I can break through here, counterattacking by the Germans is going to be very expensive in a regroup area. That's food for thought, and I hadn't considered that before, and it means I need to think more. All right, so there's that, and then down here, finally, last little section we'll look at. Soviets trying to sneak around and stay in supply at the same time. It's all good so far because these guys can throw to pretty much to everybody using these tracks. So it's all good there. And then the only interesting thing that happened with the random event was a Stavka event, which gave me 5 replacement air points. And I didn't think I needed them. I thought I'd only lost 2 or 3. But in fact, I'd lost 8 steps. So that was wonderful that we got to replace most of those. And I picked up 1 air on the Repels for the die roll, and a couple other bits and pieces that are not worth really talking about. But we're in a rebuild phase. Here's the losses to date and rebuilds to date. And I have 2 packs on the track left. So, things are regrouping slowly. I need to roll well enough. You're only getting one equipment equivalent unit every turn, basically, with these rolls. So it's a slow rebuild for these units. That's going to take 4. If I roll really well here, that'll be 4 turns to get all those guys back, and then there's 7. So 7 turns, assuming I got 1 every turn. Is what it is. Anyway, that's the net of it for the 12th of October. We're now going to move on to the 15th. Roll for initiative, do the weather, all that sort of fun stuff. Talk to you soon.